Have you ever had a Romans 8:26 moment? Well, 8:26 says this, likewise, the Spirit also helps in our weaknesses, for we do not know what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit himself makes intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. Now he who searches the hearts knows what the mind of the Spirit is, because he makes intercession for the saints, and this is really important, according to the will of God. So have you ever had a Romans 8:26 moment? It's that moment when you don't know what to pray for. It's that moment in life when you don't know what the right turn is, and you need help, but you don't know what to do. You don't know where you should move. Don't know what doctor you should consult. You don't know what medicine to take. You don't know what to do about your back surgery. You don't know what to pray about your cancer diagnosis. And you don't know whether you should be crying out to God for patience or for deliverance. And these verses just acknowledge that weakness. We have a weakness. And God helps us. God is helping us by the prayers of the Spirit in ways that we can't see. It's ongoing. He helps us. He is constantly helping us with our weaknesses because we don't know what to pray for. Here's an illustration. Think about John Bunyan. He had 4 children and one of them was blind. All he had to do to get sprung out of prison was to say, I'm no longer going to preach, because he was in prison for preaching. Imagine the torment of his conscience. Should I go home and take care of my family, or should I stay in prison? Well, he decided that he needed to stay in prison. But he wrote a book called Advice to Sufferers, and he asks questions about those times when we don't really know, but he gives an illustration of people who are in danger. If it is in your heart to fly, fly. If it is in your heart to stand, stand. Anything but denial of the truth. He that flies has a warrant to do so. He that stands has a warrant to do so. The same man may fly and stand as the call and working of God within his heart. Here's something to observe here. God does not correct or chastise the person who doesn't know what to pray for. He just assures them that the Spirit is praying the will of God for them. So what should we do? First of all, relax. We will have times when we don't know what to pray for. Whether to go right or to go left, quit that job, take that job, ask that girl, don't ask that girl, marry that guy, don't marry that guy, move to a different house. Well, but the Spirit helps us in our weaknesses, and He secures us in our confusion. So be patient. We often have a vaunted view of ourselves, but often we just need to wait and just to be thankful. I'm thankful that God does not answer all my prayers. Many of my prayers were born out of immaturity, a desire for self-gratification, self-glorification. They arise out of personal pride. But God prays prayers better than we do, and He helps us in our weaknesses, because sometimes we just don't know what to pray for. And God is so kind. He gives us the Spirit who does know what to pray for. What a blessing that is. The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God stands forever.
Scripture Applied is a production of Church and Family Life. Visit churchandfamilylife.com for more resources.